Hey everyone, it's Shannon, aka QB Crossing. I hope you are having a wonderful day so far. Today we are back with another Dream Island tour, and this one is a mix of Farmcore and Kidcore, which sounds just so beautiful. It's such a cool and unique combination. I think it's going to give us a lot of inspiration. It's definitely going to be very aesthetic because I've seen some beautiful pictures of this island already. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Okay, so first things first, I just want to note how cute this flag is. I feel like it totally encapsulates what I'm expecting this island to be, that very cutesy and playful kidcore mixed with the more natural elements of farmcore. I think it's just the perfect flag for this island. And I also want to check out the map because I got a little glimpse of it and it looks stunning. This is so good. I love the waterscaping. I love when a map just actually looks beautiful because I think that's really hard to do. I, for one, have a really hard time making my map look good. Also, the dream address and the creator socials are on the screen as well as in the description, so be sure to check them out if you like this island. The creator cam has a lot of other really cute and cozy islands, so highly recommend giving them a follow. Also, all the villagers are very on theme, super bright and colorful and cute, exactly what I'm imagining for this island. So let's see, I just want to actually get to exploring. So right off the bat, I am loving this so much. I really like the bright yellows and oranges with this time of day. They pop so nicely, and we have even a little bit of this like waterscaping coming through in the back. It just adds so much depth to the space, and the bubbles just adding a little bit of movement. I really am just enjoying this island so much, and I haven't even stepped off the dock yet. So let's see, we got to keep exploring here. Lots of really nice codes being used as well. I will try to grab as many as I can, but I think that they're doing a really nice job of these more structured paths and then some more of the natural paths. Even using this kind of code here, this road code, but it's a little worn away, gives it the right amount of structure while still feeling natural. Also, oh my gosh, did they put a bubble machine behind this gyroid? So he looks like he's blowing bubbles. I hope he does it again because I just saw it, and now where is the bubble maker? I know he just did it, so I'm waiting for it to happen again because that is just honestly a genius idea. I have never even thought of doing that. There it is. Oh my gosh, crazy. I love it. I love that. Anyway, back to the tour. So over to the left here, we're getting a lot of these kind of gardeny, like plant shop, little decor spots. So we have some really cute little filler space ideas. Always love putting a watering can either on the ground or as part of your design, especially if you're doing something a little bit more natural. You have a garden or a farm, adds just the right amount of decor. And we even have some more little filler spaces over here. So literally every edge of this island is just so well thought out. I can tell already just from, the few kind of steps I've taken. Even on the beach here, we have lots of cute codes. That little smiley face definitely gives me kidcore vibes. And this cute little seating area over on the beach is just so precious. There's just a way that Cam has with these small areas that really ties the whole island together. Over here, right in front of resident services, we have this really beautiful centerpiece bridge. I've talked about this before, but I love using a bridge as a centerpiece. I think it doesn't have to be totally functional. Like obviously there's some water behind here, but it's more of a kind of compositional element. It really ties a little transition space together like this, and it gives for a really cool like kind of layout. And right behind here, that leads you to resident services, so if you do dream, you will kind of end up right over in this area. So really nice. We're off to such a wonderful start. Even those little yellow rain boots, the color coordination is so good. And look at this little farm over here. Oh my gosh, I love using the wheat field so much. And instead of just doing a full out wheat field farm, we have the tractors in here, we have the rocking horse. I've noticed that with like the rocking horse and that clacker cart, they work really well if you're trying to do like a more muted kidcore theme, because they have that very like youthful, playful energy, but it just makes it a little less kind of colorful. So we're definitely getting a more subdued kidcore because she's mixing it in with this more natural feel of the farmcore. It's just so freaking pretty. I love it. We even have a little strawberry farm over here. I'm really just loving all of these little spaces. I feel like there's so much inspiration here. I know like with burnout it's so hard, but like kind of seeing some of these small areas just gives me a little bit of that burst of energy to play and even just make something small just to get myself back into it. I feel like seeing an island like this definitely gives a lot of ideas and inspiration. Looks like we have a little orange orchard over here, and wow, look at how cute with the little like ladder that we have, the wooden box, so nice. I love putting a ladder by a tree, really gives it that feel of someone's gonna go pick the fruit. It's just so smart. And then all throughout here you can kind of run around this little circle. Again, just like the little layouts and designs that she's making with the paths are so nice, and it's just transitioning each area so beautifully. So right behind here we actually have this little park, and again a really nice mix of color here. So we still have the very kind of neutral palette just with these pops of colors. So we have the elephant slide and the rubber duck. It's just I literally am gushing over this island because I love the aesthetic so much. I think if I was to maybe like start an island over again, I would maybe do an island like this because I love it. It brings me so much joy and happiness. And even right behind here, the teddy bear and the outdoor storage just really works nicely. Before I go up that incline, I'm going to continue over to the left because I feel as though we should just see the left side of the island first and then wrap back around that way. Really nice, just like terraforming going on throughout here and waterscaping. This little tiny stump has my heart. So cute. Okay, back over here. We were over here before. So let's go over the bridge. Really pretty view. I think that this must be where their river mouth is. So I love the way that they just made that work so flawlessly. And then look at these new paths that we're seeing. The stone path actually works really nicely. We even have really cute paths on the floor. So we have this little bee and the kind of smiley face bag, the juice box on the floor, all of those Kidcore codes coming through. And this is just a really pretty view right here, that path going straight back into the distance, and then these little mix of like more tiles and stone throughout just really brighten up the space, especially because it is so early in the morning, so it's a little bit darker on this island. And then coming over throughout here, I think we're getting to see one of the first villager houses, and villager houses are my favorite, so I'm very excited. But before I do that, I want to just look at the beach over here because I love that she's put a lot of effort into these beaches. We even have a little sand castle and a boardwalk, or like a little pathway leading up to those two villager houses. Little fun flamingo floaty over here. I really love this. And we even have the pier over this way, perfectly decorated. It's simple, but it's cute and it fits the theme. Even the little weeds all over on the beach just add the right amount of decor in my opinion. So look at this view right here. Oh my gosh, I need to get out of the view because I'm just obsessed with the layout of these two houses. How stinking cute is this? Oh my god. I love that they have the same sort of color palette, but it's like a little bit on and off. So one has the blue door, one has the yellow door. So much to just like take in here with all of the color just working so harmoniously together. So many fun ideas for little spaces and just small like little items to use. And the way that they laid out the pathing is just absolutely stunning. I cannot get enough of this island, clearly. Let's see, if we come back over this way, over to the side, it looks like there's this kind of diagonal garden here. So literally any area that is even just off to the side has been so perfectly thought out and decorated, and I just have so much respect for all of the work that went into this island. Like, look at this, even this little small beach space over here. We have the cypress bath and just so many cute things like our little gyroid and the ukulele. Such a nice touch. The fencing also works great to just break out some of these areas as well. I think I'm going to come back around this way now because I don't think I could have gone too much farther back. So maybe what we do is we go up this incline first. I'm thinking this incline before we go down that path. So up here we have, it looks to be a little flower stall market. So this little outdoor kind of gardeny space that looks like it's connected maybe to Cam's house. I have to check on the map if this is Cam's house or not, because she actually said that just her main room is decorated, so we will go in there and check it out, and I'm hoping that it is this resident rep house, but we're gonna see together once we just check out the whole exterior. But I love that this diagonal garden really just extended down to the lower area we were on before. Such a nice little way to decorate the front of a space, as well as just all of the like floral elements and all of the floral items. So making it a very like gardeny shop feel is so good. Okay, so this is the inside of Cam's house, and of course it fits perfectly with what we just kind of saw outside. It has that whole like shop feel. Definitely feels like I'm in a little plant shop, which is 100% what she was going for. The wallpaper choices, even just like using those bags as soil bags, a little like storefront over here as well with the windows. This was just so well done all throughout. I'm so happy with these new like kind of items that we got. I guess they're not even new anymore, but when we had the 2.0 update, we just got so many amazing items. Like these greenhouse items are just perfect. There's even a little book at the top of this one. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good. The socks on the floor are also a great touch, but totally what I was imagining inside here. Okay, so now let's continue kind of behind this house and see what else is going on here. We just found Anchovy, little baby, sweet angel, so cute. Oh, but he's going to block our way, so we're gonna have to unfortunately push him. I'm so sorry, Anchovy. But look at this view that we're getting up here. Oh my gosh, that's just stunning. Like, look at these waterfalls. The fencing to the right looks so good. I'm gonna actually move over a bit because I feel like this view is gonna blow my mind from the center here. How good is that? Like, I'm obsessed with the waterscaping. I'm so happy that we're touring this island because Cam reached out to me and I had no idea she released a new dream address, and this island is literally like giving me so much inspiration right now. So I just need to thank her again after this. We even have these little cute like milk cans with a little milk carton and a glass set up. I mean, I feel like villagers are babies, so they just would love this. I think it's so good. I think that from here we should probably go back down because I don't think we can get much farther over there. So why don't we go down this little path over here and check out what's going on here. We have some little orange juice setups, and then we have really cute little toys just scattered all throughout. And this little path is just so good. It works really just beautifully with this entire theme. We even have little places to sit by the water. Oh, this is just bringing me so much happiness. I can't even begin to describe. I'm actually going to jump over here and explore what's going on further to the left, but I just want to even take in some of these smaller views like this right here. The mix of the bridge and the incline all in one view really adds just so much dimension. It's so nice. The waterscaping is just perfectly executed. I feel like I might need to go back to doing some natural islands because I kind of miss the freedom that you have with natural islands versus structured islands. And there's a really nice mix here actually of some more structured paths, but there's also a lot of really good natural island inspiration. Look at this. what a beautiful peninsula. There is nothing I love more than seeing a house or a building on a peninsula. I think it's just the most charming setup, having the water on each side, and it just makes for a really fun small space to decorate. So I really like this little setup here. And even this little like party lights arch works really nicely to just kind of connect you to these farther parts of the beach where we have some of these yachts, and then even just more of this kind of like fishing dock area almost. This is probably where the boats like load in. It's where they get some deliveries. It's very thoughtful and just so freaking cute. If we go back around this way, I want to just make our way up this incline now and see, oh, there's even a little map. I actually love that idea just for aesthetic purposes of having the map on a sign. Very cute. And so over here we have some more of the villager houses. Again, the very cutesy decor with some of the teddy bears and the gyroids. Really just a lot of like fun and like movement all throughout here, and a lot of color just really working very nicely together. And then if we come back here, there's even a little kind of like lake and fishing spot. This is such a fun little dock area that she carved out. You can even kind of look up here and there's a tree house. Oh my gosh, we have to go over there. So this is a really cute idea, especially for Kidcore. So if we go up this ladder over here, we've actually just entered this adorable tree house. Like what? How? I would have never even thought to do this. It's so good. And look at how beautiful that looks all around here. I'm trying not to step on any of the dropped items so we could get a better view, but wow, I'm actually speechless. Imagine having this growing up, like actually having a little treehouse like this. You have to let me know in the comments if any of you guys had a treehouse growing up, because I always wanted one, but I never ever had one. They just seem so much fun. So going back here a little bit, there's just some more detail to the sides of this lake. Every little inch of this island is so perfectly decorated. You can definitely come here and like run around and get so much inspiration for little filler areas, which I really love. And there's even this little ladder I just saw over here, which leads you down to the rocks. Like, are you kidding me? The rocks are also decorated with some little picnic spots. This is so fun. Like imagine having a little play date over here at Cam's. You could get so many cute pictures with your friends. It's really amazing. And then we even have this little white incline, which I think is a perfect touch with the white like deck code that she's using. And when you go down here, you have entered this really fun little secret beach area, a little place to maybe go out swimming and just relax. I really like that it has its own little feel. I think a little like pro tip of doing your secret beach is having a little pathway in front of it that feels really connected to the secret beach, makes it feel like its own area, and it makes the secret beach just feel a lot bigger. So I really love this. I love that in this area of the island we're getting a lot of green, like even with the green fencing and the white, it just works really nicely. We're getting some more of that green fencing over here by the campsite. And again, I can't say enough about how good the waterscaping is. I love how secluded every area feels. It just feels like you're completely immersed by water everywhere, which makes it feel really cozy. Definitely has a very cozy feel. And we're getting lots of cute codes over here as well, like the tic-tac-toe, and then just some more of these cute little like kind of toys or Kidcore elements, really tying everything together. So let's loop back around this way. I want to see if I jump over here. Oops, nope, now I went behind a house. We got to loop all the way around to make sure we did not miss anything in front of here. So I'm gonna run a little bit and come back in front of this house again. So now that we're over here, if we follow the path this way, I think we will get to the rest of the backside of the island. So really fun, just like little paths all throughout here. And then I really love that since everything is so terraformed throughout here and has such a natural feel, that instead of using inclines everywhere, we do have these little ladders. So it looks like Stitches is up on his cliff. And of course he has these really colorful paint cans, such a nice touch. But really, this is making me miss terraforming just so much, because how beautiful is this? I love having a little house just like on its own small cliff surrounded by water. This is just, that's a view right there. That is beautiful. no words to describe that view. So coming back over here, we do have a little like bridge that leads you to another villager house. So now we have this villager house, which also has a very bright feel with these kind of like neon paint cans, lots of the cute elements again over on this villager house. And we're going to just continue around this way. So I think I'll jump over here and I'm gonna head up. Oh my gosh, I see why there's another villager on this island or another rep on this island, because this yellow tent is very, very, very fitting for this theme. We're getting so much of that bright coloring that we have all throughout the island, and the yellow tent is just the perfect item. You would need it for an island like this. So that was a really good call on Cam's part, and I love how little and secluded it is over there. I'm going to follow this path over here now, and it looks like we have, the museum. Oh my gosh. The museum looks so good. I'm always shocked when I see a museum that looks good because I like just hate decorating the museum, but it fits really nicely. Like even the coloring of the museum kind of matches the paths that she's using, and then bringing in like the yellow boxes or like buckets, I don't even know what to call those, crates I guess, and all the other yellow elements ties it back into the rest of the island theme. So it just worked out really nicely. And there's even this little like incline to bring us back down. So before I go to the right at that little apple orchard, I just want to see what's in front of the museum. It looks like we have another like really cute neutral like green colored farm, and more of this like little white pathing, which is really, really nice. I love that even these small pathways are so like well thought out, and all of these like, I guess like almost roads are really nicely decorated, or these pathways. So I don't know, it just is like, it's so good. I feel like I really like this island, if you couldn't tell. So I guess let's go to the right. I want to see this little apple orchard because how cute. She's bringing in so many different colors too. Like it's not just the yellow and orange, but now that we're in the apple orchard, we're getting a lot of red. So like the red from the sign, the red crates, the red chair, and all of just like the apples obviously adding a lot to that. But even here on the beach, it's like an extension of this orchard. So we're seeing some of these like jam or apple jams, and then the little picnic blankets, which are also a really fun like red color. And it even extends all the way over here, so you could just kind of sit, pick some apples, and relax by the water. This just feels very ideal to me. I love just going like, I don't know, apple picking during the fall. So I'm very excited for fall, even though I know we're kind of in the heat of summer right now. But you know what? I can still be excited for fall. Coming up this way, we have more of these diagonal farms, and like I said, she is going very colorful in some of these areas, which just adds so much life to the island and so much excitement in some of these smaller areas, because we get different themes or different like color palettes coming through. It's not the same thing everywhere. So I really love that. I think something I've been seeing a lot lately is not sticking to one theme, and I think it probably makes designing a little bit more fun because you have more colors and items to work with. So even though this is one theme, by playing around with different colors and codes, it makes it just feel exciting to work on new areas. We even have a little laundry spot by the beach, as well as just an extension of that over here. I always love a little beach laundry moment, so definitely recommend doing one if you haven't yet. And then over here, I'm just loving this because I love a diagonal path, and it just is really nice with this like small neighborhood designs that she's doing. So we're seeing that both of these houses really match. They're not exactly the same, but you can obviously tell that this part of the island is a very specific like color palette and aesthetic, and it really just pulls everything together. Even the little ducks crossing the road, a very, very nice touch that I personally am a big fan of. And we have another little park over here with the like soccer net, very cute and just a perfect way to fill up that space. So Able Sisters is over to the left here, and then we have Nook's Cranny, but I'm going to look a little bit more at Able's because I just wanted to see some more detail around here. Lots to take in just all throughout. I can go on and on about this island because I clearly like it a lot, but this is actually where the entrance is. So this is where we would have went if we went to the right first. So this is that really pretty like lake view that we saw before with the waterfall. The little cave item just definitely is such a good one to put in front of a waterfall because it just adds that really like nice rock or like realistic feel in front of your waterscaping. So very nice touch. And then over here, lots of detail. Of course, this is a closer look at Nook's Cranny, which we kind of saw, but it definitely has a very kind of overgrown look. We have a lot of the like little kids toys and items outside, as well as the farmy items. So really bringing these two themes together perfectly. And there's even a little surf shop out in front. I could totally see Timmy and Tommy working this as well, which is a really cute thought. I just love Timmy and Tommy so much. And I think let's go back because I feel like we missed one area of this island that I didn't get to when we originally came in, and I also didn't see the house behind here. So just coming back over here, looking at the house back this way, and oh, there's also, before we get there, this little like rooftop area. I love when people do this. They carve out a space to have a little lookout view where you can maybe like have a picnic, and how beautiful is that? You get a really nice view of this like natural part of the island. It looks really overgrown with the wheat fields. It just looks like a beautiful countryside with a lot of color. It's just so well done. I'm gonna actually come back down now and look at this house a little bit closer. So again, have a very gardeny feel all throughout here. And were we up here before? I think that this is maybe just another lookout area, which is really cool to see because look at that. Now we can see more of this kind of river that's going through the island, and even a little bit of the museum back there. So I just think it's fun to be able to make some of these smaller cliffs accessible so that you can just get some more views of your island. I know that's something I say a lot in my videos, but it really is such a nice touch. And then over here, we even have a little bit of this like small rock garden because we have 3 of these rocks over here. I love that it's not the traditional rock garden. It's a little more natural feeling, which works with their island really nicely. And then if we come up this way, I just want to see, yes, this would have been like right behind resident services, but there is a few things back here that I feel like we maybe didn't get to. So just coming back along this way, there is a cute little seating area on this dock. Again, all of the green items, even the green like smoothie or drink, is a really nice touch. Their color coordination is really so good. And I want to come back around because the one other area that I know we missed is that incline that was kind of by the resident services when we came in. I believe that it was this little area over here. Yes, because I don't remember coming up here. And this is this really cute, like kind of almost land bridge type of feel. And this bridge being over the waterfall is so nice. We even have a lot of these like beekeepers' hives and the hives in general, or the wasp nests, which makes us just a really fun, cute, like, I don't know, like honey area. And coming down here, we actually have Joey's house, and I love this for Joey. Of course, it's very yellow. It's very fitting for him, and he has lots of little toys to play with because Joey is the absolute baby of Animal Crossing. He really is. I mean, he has a diaper, you know, like there is no other baby that is better than Joey in Animal Crossing, in my opinion. So I think maybe... did we go up that way already? Let's like open the camera because now I'm forgetting exactly where we may have been. I feel like we did go up there, but I will know once we are over here. Maybe not, because I don't know if I remember this whole cute like little farm area over here. We have like the tomatoes and then these like, what is this, the wheat? but it's really nice, of course, bringing in that farmy feel that we saw or that we know is going on throughout this island. This is probably maybe Dizzy's house, and he has a farm all out in front. Also love the idea of fencing the house around like this. Really, it just, I don't know, it makes for a very cool composition and space. So big fan of that once again. I think if we come over here, this area we had definitely been to because yes, we saw that map and all of that. So I'm starting to think that we maybe did see everything on this island, but I'm gonna loop back up this way just once more and make sure that I did for sure see everything. So coming up over this way, we will be heading back to resident services. And yes, I just am loving this one. I feel like I got a ton of inspiration. I hope you all did as well. As always, let me know what you would like to see next. I am always open to touring your islands as well. So join the Discord if you haven't yet. Send your island and submit it that way. But with that said, I will see you at the next video. Have a great day. Bye.